Good morning,
Larry, good morning, Music City. Good morning, Nashville, Tennessee. Good morning, the world.
Hey, what's going on in the world, Ron? What's
You
going
tell
on in the
me,
world?
Larry, is so many things going on in the world. But right here in Nashville, Tennessee, we got the Preds that are moving on.
Okay.
The Preds, not the Feds.
You said the feds.
Are
Good morning, Nashville, Tennessee. It's To The Point, the hottest radio show in the land. And guess what? We have a major blow to the Republican Party over the past couple of days. Someone was let go from their seat in the Republican Party, and I know Larry has plenty commentary concerning this lovely individual and her disdain for our former President Donald J. Trump. What's going on, opinionated Larry?
Liz Cheney
Liz.
was removed from leadership, and I'm assuming she'll be removed from Congress.
Possibly.
There's no possibility. She'll be removed from Congress as soon as the voters over there in her area get the chance. She'll be out of there. Well, basically, what she's doing is she has personal animus towards the previous president.
Donald 5?
Donald 45.
45.
And so she's allowed her personal disdain and animus to supersede the will of the voters.
Will of the voters.
We don't want that to happen.
The people are supported the previous president, and she has came out against the previous president. So it's very strange, very strange.
Representative Liz Cheney, the night before her colleagues are expected to vote on whether to remove her from House Republican leadership, ripped into former President Donald Trump and his debunked election fraud claims on the House floor.
Not debunked. As a matter of fact, they're doing an audit right now in Maricopa County, Arizona, where it's showing that there was quite a bit of fraud on multiple levels. If in case you were not keeping up, America, Nashville, the world.
Liz says, I quote, "Millions of Americans have been misled by the former president. They hear his words, but not the truth." The Wyoming Republican said Tuesday evening in scathing 6-minute speech. What you got to say, Larry?
Basically, I'm sorry. Some kind of way. Okay, here's the deal. If you have your paycheck right at your job, your paycheck at your job, and there's a discrepancy, if you have a discrepancy about your paycheck, you say, well, let me do an audit.
Correct.
But then the job says, no, we can't let you do no audit. We can't let you look at what's going on. What? You're like, why can't I verify if I have an issue or discrepancy about my pay or my benefits or something, and I need to please allow me to audit or take a look at what's going on. So now in Maricopa County, they're trying to block the audit. Why would you want to try to block if everything is what it's supposed to be? Who can look at everything? Right or wrong? No, yes, no. Cornelius, Ron?
How many times have they looked at this already?
Huh?
I don't know.
No, there had not been a forensic.
So we're going to fine tooth comb.
Right. We do it right. We do a real audit. And some people say, well, what's the use? Well, I say there's definitely a use for it. See, you may not like the previous. You may not like the previous president. You may love the current president, or you may like the previous one. You may dislike this one. I don't care who you like. I care about integrity in the vote.
I agree.
Okay. I don't care who won it, as long as we have an honest and true.
We do want that.
That's right. And so if the audit, let's do an audit. Really. I mean, if it's something to hide, there's something to hide. To say let's come out with the hidden agenda here.
Today is tax day. Today is the deadline.
Let me put that on here.
2020 taxes. All right. Tax day.
Have you filed?
I filed.
Wow.
Filed my taxes.
I'm sure I'm going to do an extension.
Okay.
We'll be extending the deadline a little bit this year, but not by much. You know, we just rounding a few zeros off, and
there's a lot of good CPAs out here and tax accountants, people that can help people that need it.
Do you have some names, Ron?
It is. I'll look up a few that I know and try to give that information.
Make sure people understand that.
And if you're kind of literate, TurboTax is a great
format.
Okay. Yeah, and even just for yourself, even if you don't do it, you can get a guide.
Right.
Yes, and it's very, very easy, very user friendly. I used it over the weekend. Been using it for years actually, and it's a great tool. One thing I did want to say, that tax deadline really doesn't apply to those that the government are going to owe a refund to. See, we always get caught up April 15th, this date, this date, this date. But if they owe you money, it's not really going to affect you. It's really affecting those that owe the government money, where they start put the hammer down on you and say, "Hey, we're going to,
okay, I guess
like that."
Okay. So,
hey, did y'all see what happened over the weekend?
No, what happened?
Law revisits Nashville man's wrongful conviction 18 years later.
Mm-hmm.
What took so long? Law revisits Nashville man's wrongful conviction 18 years later.
I heard about that.
That's interesting, isn't it?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
18 years later, we can probably change, some decisions, or some decisions will be changed. We say good morning to our listening audience by way of YouTube, by way of Twitter, and by way of Facebook. Good morning.
Here we go. Here, the Metro Nashville Public Health Department is no longer enforcing the mask mandate. CDC, no masks for fully vaccinated.
Mm-hmm.
Biden administration hopes new guidance will encourage people to get their shots.
Now I heard something. I heard something this weekend.
Okay.
I don't know if anybody in the listening audience heard this, but the mask wearing.
Mm-hmm.
There's only been one real study. Y'all know that? There's only been one real study about masks, right?
Except the one I did personally.
Yeah. Okay. I'm sorry. Wait, let me clear. But seriously, I'm sure. Excuse me. I'm sure we've all looked into that. They said that it's not even
Empirical.
It's not even. Well, no, they said the science that say it's really not good to have a mask on.
Actually, the mask that 95% or more are wearing don't even do it. It's like one guy put it to me like a chain link fence and a mosquito.
It's gonna get through.
Even worse than that.
Yeah.
If you are sick or you have some minor respiratory issues, it's worse for you. It's worse to have a
mask on.
People have gotten used to it.
Yeah, I
got mine on for somebody who's watching. I mean, it's on my face.
It's not. I mean,
I have one in my pocket. If I go in the store,
I do believe they help, and you talked about the studies. The studies do show that they help. That's from what that's what Dr. Fauci said many times, and I kind of believe that they help. I have to say that. No comment.
No. Fauci said a bunch of baloney. Okay. But it said the only real scientific study. Look,
hear what you said.
Compliance.
I don't trust the government.
But let's see. Go ahead.
Last night, I couldn't wait for today.
Yeah.
And we'll talk about it.
Mm-hmm.
The unidentified flying object theory, whatever we want to call it.
Who said that?
It was on 60 Minutes last night.
Okay.
I mean,
I didn't know. Do people still watch 60 Minutes?
I still watch 60 Minutes.
Wow.
Wow. Listen at you.
They're garbage. They're terrible.
Hold on. Wait a minute. It's journalism at its finest.
Finest what?
It's journalism at its finest. Yes, it is.
Finest and lowest form.
It's journalism at its finest.
But they were talking about
They were talking about unidentified flying objects. So I'm more curious now.
Okay.
I'm more curious now.
2 or 3 years now. Good morning, Cheryl.
We'll talk about that. I have a little bit on that.
Okay.
Towards the end of the show.
Okay.
Yes,
Okay. Wait.
One more thing, and then we get into the show.
Okay.
Washington got itself Camden's Owens page.
Okay.
Macy's has removed Chrissy Teigen's cookware from their line website. Teenage suicide is not a joke. Thank everyone on the media for covering this story extensively. So Chrissy Teigen's cookware line has been removed from the Macy's website.
I didn't know. I don't know who is Chrissy Teigen.
It's
She's the wife of John Legend.
John Legend.
What? Yeah. Wow.
So her cookware was literally removed, baby girl?
For what, I wonder?
Thank you.
Don't ask me about that. I just know who she is.
Right. I didn't know.
Teigen is John
She's
Legend's
John Legend's wife.
Okay.
Yeah. So whatever that's all about. But anyway, this is Mental Health Month, and we want you to make sure you take care of your mental health. And if you want some daily motivation, always go to my personal page on Cornelius Hill Facebook. Capri Cares. Know that I care and care that I know. Larry.
Okay, look, call in if you got any comments or something to tell us, or something that our listening audience needs to know. 615-242-7760. Today's program is brought to you by Cash for Junk Cars.
Get cash today in that vehicle all the way, Greater Middle Tennessee and beyond. Get cash in your hand today for your junk car, SUV, truck, bus, whatever. Give them a call, 615-569-6409. No, 615-480-6473. Call Cash for Junk Cars, 615-480-6473.
It's too many numbers.
Get cash today.
That big go all the way.
Okay, one dead, one injured in the shooting on West Trinity Lane gas station. President Biden says Russian government was not behind the cyber attack that crippled a major U.S. fuel pipeline. Panic at the pump. Drivers scramble to get gas. Colonial Pipeline ransom. They paid the ransom. That's something to talk about. $5 million to an Eastern European hackers on Friday. Middle Tennessee gas stations are running out of fuel, but they're saying don't hoard. Larry, are you topping yourself up?
I am not hoarding gas.
Okay.
Did you get gas this weekend? Did you notice?
Yes.
Did you notice that we're almost at $3 a gallon, or in some places over $3 a gallon?
I pulled up at West End. On West End.
Oh,
yes.
Okay. Are you trying to say something?
I'm just saying, I pulled up on West End, and it was $3+.
$3. Oh,
higher.
Oh, okay. Well, hey, give it a little time. Give us the administration a little more time. They can get you on closer to $4. They get close to $4.
A wonderful administration.
Yeah, that gets close to $4.
That's okay. We need this.
But look, so the pipeline was shut down, and we know that was about 5 days. So really, we hadn't felt. Do you understand what I'm saying, Larry?
Right.
We hadn't felt it yet, whereas our gas stations around here are going to start kind of maybe going out by the time it trickled to fill up.
Right, but I think that
it might be okay.
I think we're gonna be okay. I mean, we had shortages and we had panic.
That's what it was.
But I mean, the panic is probably just
but no reason.
No reason. I mean, mind you, I think that the administration took a tepid approach about how to deter this, you know what I mean? Deter these kind of actions, you know what I mean? If they can shut down a gas, a fuel, petroleum pipeline.
That has set a precedent for things to come because they paid the ransom.
Yes. Yeah.
And
imagine, now, their initial demand was $100 million. You know that?
Okay, I didn't necessarily know that.
Then it went down to 50, then 20, then they accepted like $4 or $5 million.
And they probably wanted it in Bitcoin.
But they wanted they did.
Yeah, it's not traceable.
Hold on. Did you see what happened to Bitcoin?
I did not.
Is it falling
oh God! Oh my goodness, man! It's a catastrophe. Good morning, Sister Carmen.
I'm not into Bitcoin
Man,
yet.
We're gonna do a class, and if you would like to sign up for our Bitcoin and investing class, give me a call personally or text 615-569-6409. Wow! But this is what I was going to say too. Our caller, and I don't know if he can call back in. Yeah. We had a caller last week, and the phone lines are open, 615-242-7760, and he said that he thought it was a plot maybe of the government because of the coming of EV, which is electric vehicles, he thought it was some type of a plot to make the gas prices go up to conform the people for what's to come. Right. To some of that effect. I don't know if you remember that, Larry, but I believe it was a good call. This cyber rap.
But that being said, whenever I hear the conversation about it, straight out just pull out electric cars, it drives me crazy.
Okay.
It does.
It's not not that they're not good cars, but overall, I mean most of us can't afford an electric car. You really?
They're
Seriously.
getting more economical about it.
They are?
Yeah.
Okay,
You talking about
I believe they
Teslas?
are, aren't they?
Teslas.
Tesla.
But even hold on. If you have an electric car and your car needs that main electric battery, what the electric battery costs?
No.
About $3,500, conservatively speaking.
Mm-hmm.
Yes. Electric battery. Check with anybody with a Prius or one of those. That's Toyota, I think. And then they have the Honda Element or something.
Yeah.
Man, those doggone batteries cost as much as the car. So I said most people who drive used cars, if you had to buy it, say you got a great deal on a used Prius or Honda electric or a Chevy electric, well, how much is that battery? I mean, you might be able to afford regular maintenance on a car, but if you had to buy a battery, it would be just crazy, And so I like, let's keep it economically feasible if we can. But I mean, that's my position, and I said, Ron, you were talking locally.
Well, the gas companies are not going to be happy of that great transition that they're talking about by a certain date.
2032.
It said 20-year window.
Okay, 2020.
2040.
2040. Yeah, 2020.
Yeah, I don't want it.
I like what I like.
I like what I like.
You like your catalytic
I like
converter.
my pickup truck. I still like my pickup
Your
truck.
catalytic converter.
Or just regular exhaust. Regular exhaust. Serious. Really.
Nashville has had 42 homicides this year compared with 32 the same time last year. I think you was at somebody.
Yes. Crime. Are we getting?
That's your fault.
Are we getting?
We're seeing more of it.
We're seeing more crime.
Let me say this: we're seeing more gunshot victims, even in our city. We have become somewhat of the Wild Wild West to some degree.
Wild West.
Do you feel like legislation needs to step in at this point?
Well, here's the deal.
He got a listen, y'all. He got a deal. Are we gonna make a deal?
Ladies and gentlemen, here's the deal.
Are we making a deal right now?
Here's our deal.
What's the deal?
We've got politicians that have been here, politicians, and policies in place. They're not. How can I say they're not positive, or very positive, position, to deter crime. Yeah, really. I mean, we get high crime. Is that high crime? We're not Los Angeles County or New York City subway crime, but really, we could do better. We could do better.
Nashville?
We should expect better.
What are you talking about? Nashville or in the metropolitan area?
Nashville, especially Nashville. Nashville, we can do better. We can do better. We should expect better.
What do we?
40. Hold on. We just said from this time last year we are 40. 10 more homicides. Is what you said, Ron?
Yeah.
So what have we not done to substantiate this claim? Okay, these are the things we have not done. What have we not done?
I'm 40. And hold on. I'm sorry, Ron. Let's do a comparison. Comparatively speaking,
to last year.
Last year at this time, most of the city was being shut down, right?
Okay.
And people were not out and not,
right.
So there were less people out. Good morning, Ms. Morton.
Chicago weekend shooting, 48 shot, 6 fatally Friday.
The weekend.
Okay, that's the weekend.
Yeah.
Chicago weekend shooting.
Yeah.
Right. But like you said, last year around this time in May, we shut down around March the 20th, somewhere like that.
Yeah.
And so we were wondering, was there more activity then? But it seems like it's more this year than even with that. Because, the pandemic didn't stop the crime,
Pandemic didn't stop. Crime did not stop because of the pandemic. Call in 615-242-7760. Ron, we also had, I'm still on the fence about, and we have to have a debate about that. And I wish I meant to print that study out.
Yeah.
About the mask.
Okay.
You stuck on this mask.
Yeah, that's just serious.
You stuck on this mask.
It's weird. Are y'all not? Is that weird to y'all now? A little bit. I guess me personally, I guess I've been a defiant. I've been defiant the whole time. You know what I mean? I don't want to wear a mask. I don't want to. I'm sorry. I'm barely breathing.
Burn the mask.
Burn the mask.
What'd you say?
Burn the mask.
Burn the mask.
Do you not wear a mask?
I prefer not to.
You do?
prefer not to wear.
You prefer not to wear a mask?
Well, I don't think anybody really wanted to wear a mask per se, and it's people that chose not to and really didn't. But now they're saying just like in one day, it's okay. It's okay. But they said it was it was prophesied about this pandemic. Not in the Bible though, in other places about that it would come. That Sylvia Brown book that said it would come. It would be something that attacks the lungs, a pneumonia type virus that would come in around 2020, and then about a year it would go away, like it was, just not even there.
Right. Okay.
But where is it going? I don't think it's going anywhere.
Okay.
I don't feel like where is it going, Larry?
Well,
where is it going?
We have to recover.
Where is it going?
Mentally.
A year later,
mentally.
No mask.
I didn't say.
Was it ever here?
I had something.
He had something.
I had something.
But what was it?
Huh?
But what was it?
Okay. Wait. We got a Facebook question.
What's the question? So I can put it on here.
Wrong, and we've been asked this several
times.
What's
the question?
Okay.
Are you getting vaccinated? Have you changed your position? Hello. Have you changed your position? I know a lot of listening audience has been vaccinated.
Let me ask Dr. Hill, what's the sentiment you find out there about the vaccinations?
For some, it was just erring on the side of safety. Okay, I'm doing this so much but for the others. You say, whoever the constituency of medical professionals say, this is what we need to do. So I did it, erring on the side of safety after having whatever I had. And I felt like, okay, this will be the best thing for me. And I was persuaded by other clergymen and other people, hey, get the vaccination, and just be that leader. So, I know a lot of people now that are stepping up to get it because they are whatever we on the tail end of, some things are happening now.
Ron, did you?
So I got it.
Okay.
I'm a Pfizer man.
We got one taker. We got one taker.
I'm a Pfizer man.
Man, we got. I'm sure. Orlando.
They said on Broadway they was giving away shots and/or a beer for a shot.
Are you serious?
Wow. Did y'all know that?
Wow. I didn't know that.
Wow. I didn't know that. I heard that though. And that's how you take people. Some people understand.
Yeah, I've heard the $100 thing, and I said last week, the guy on the news said, it's amazing that a person would say they won't take the vaccination if it'll save their life, but then they say, if you give me $100, I'll take it.
Interesting.
That's interesting.
It's weird.
Well, I mean, let's stay here for a minute, Larry. We know Johnson & Johnson had the hiccup, so they had a hot seat right now, right?
Yes.
Pretty much so.
Very little.
But here's what I heard, though. And this is to your daughter over in the corner.
Yeah.
I heard some people have been mixing the vaccine.
What?
The first one was Moderna, the next one was Pfizer. Or the one was Pfizer, then you went, what's up with, that was out. Like, people
doing that.
And it's like, that is not the wisest choice.
I hadn't heard.
Oh,
that
yeah.
You mean purposely?
I guess. Yeah, I just probably to get the news.
Okay. Wow.
But I'm still encouraging people to get the shot.
I mean, like I said, I have.
Your mom got it, right? Did you get it? I took your mama. I remember you took it from here.
I mean,
did you get it?
I have not received it.
Anybody in your house?
Nobody in my house has received it yet.
Nobody.
No,
not one.
I'm definitely. Me as a person cannot. Like I talked to my 13-year-old.
Yeah.
He said he don't want to take it. I have no problem with that. I'm not going to make him take it. And I don't even want to make the decision to say that I did that. Because I just don't know.
Right. Hey, okay, question.
Caller.
Go ahead, caller.
Oh, how y'all doing? This is Mona Lisa.
Good morning, Mona Lisa.
I have made it my business to be here today. Friday was my birthday.
Happy belated
I
birthday
went
to
to
you.
Florida, and they said they saw a flying saucer. I saw a shooting star.
Okay.
You think there's a difference, Larry?
I do. I do. A shooting star or a rock, meteorite, we would call shooting stars. That is not the same thing. What they're saying about UFOs is that they're looking at these UFOs and they're doing maneuvers. The shooting star's gonna go one direction and not turn. Basically, they're watching things, watching stuff move around different directions, and then even go into the water and travel at hundreds of knots underwater. Hundreds of knots. Serious.
So I just want to make sure I wasn't going crazy.
All right. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you again.
Birthday.
Yes, ma'am. Thank you so much.
Mona Lisa, don't hang up. Are you still there? Has the Lord revealed to you anything about the vaccination? I know you said you had.
Oh, he has not, and my whole family is really getting on me about it. And I told him, you know, to each his own. You do what you want to do.
Right.
But I'm your sister. I said, I know I'm your sister too. But you do what you want to do, and I do what I want to do.
Amen. Amen to that. Hey, thank you so much. Thank you so much, Sister Mona.
And it's getting to be a lot of prejudice maybe against those who didn't take it, but actually it's an honor system because they're saying that don't wear a mask now if you are fully vaccinated.
I saw something on some channel. I was channel surfing through the news channels where they want kids at 7, 8, 9, 10-year-old kids to wear masks to school.
Didn't they say at first that they didn't really even
educator? I mean, is that reasonable? Is it for your 10-year-old to wear a mask to school? I don't like that. I don't like that.
Listen, school. I think we should repeat this whole year.
Okay. Oh wow.
Just repeat.
Repeat.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah. Wow. We've seen several people have share that same sentiment, but at the same time, we lost a lot more in Metro than other counties.
Right. Okay.
Like I know Sumner and Rutherford and Williamson, they kept chewing at it.
Right.
And they finally got into a routine where they could deal with it and, take a break here.
Were they going into the school building?
Yes, they were going in.
Right.
I mean, did your son have the option around to go in?
He had the option.
Yeah, all year, right?
Right.
Like y'all would never really shut down. Like, see what I'm saying? So his school was open.
Right.
Now,
I'm that's my point. I don't want my 8-year-old to be wearing a mask. And I guess they'll say they don't want to blame them. Don't let them come to school. I mean, with a mask for 8-year-old.
Right.
I agree with you. If you have to wear a mask, that's when it first started. Really, in my mind, I was like, I need to wear a mask. Maybe I don't need to go.
Right.
If I need to wear a mask, maybe I don't need to go there.
What is going on in China? Y'all still have Larry. I've been asking you. What is going on in Wuhan right now? Like, what is going on? I want to know how. So this country, which we respect, we do business with, how are they faring? How is Thailand faring?
Well, you can't.
How is Japan faring?
No. Taiwan, you could actually get Japanese information. You can get good information from Japan and Taiwan, but China, no. They got a blanket on any information over there, so you cannot find
nothing.
That's real sensitive, really sensitive. Oh, what's up? Nashville gas station trolls 105 hopes gas prices don't get too high. What is this about, Ron? You know what it's about?
I don't know. It just popped up.
Oh wow. Okay, we need to read that. Lewis County stores giant screen quotes political fund at rising gas prices.
Wow.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
You gonna pay for gas?
You're gonna pay. Yeah. You're gonna pay the price. And this administration is gonna. Well, okay. Are you worried about inflation?
Everything is. Well, first of all, is that your?
Something. Yeah.
Everything is going up though.
Everything
is going up. Everything.
And
Captain D has gone up.
Watches prices.
Everything is going up.
I look at prices.
The Snicker bar has gone up. Cracker Jacks has gone up. Chicken has gone up. Everything has gone. Literally has gone up.
Paper towel.
But with gas, it's going up. You in logistics.
Okay.
Wood.
Woo. They still in
there. Wood is up 60%. I bought some wood. There was doing some work out there. I bought some wood.
Trying to build a deck right now.
Man, a deck is out of this world. It did that.
That's compared to,
oh my goodness! I was like, wait a minute. I said, what did you buy?
Do you feel Well, I know how you feel to some degree. This administration, you call it Sleepy Joe.
It's a nightmare. It's a nightmare.
You call it Sleepy Joe.
This is.
Y'all, Larry, here you go. Here you go.
This is the working man's nightmare.
Listen, does this administration, will this administration get a handle on what's going on, Larry, in your humble opinion?
They don't want a handle on it. I believe they're trying to get back on course to increase the decline speed of this great country.
Okay.
See, you had a Make America Great Again administration.
Okay.
Now you have a Make America Decay again. Seriously, whenever you
MAGA to Magda. Magda. From MAGA to Magda.
Whenever you are incentivizing.
Incentivizing. I love it. Incentives.
Illegal border crossing. You incentivize that. Then
you can't give jobs in North Nashville.
Oh, you can't give jobs. Hold on. Right, this is what I'm saying. Is that now they want to continue to give away free money every week. So the taxpayers are paying for people who are not wanting to, I'm saying they're paying them more not to go to work. You follow me? So hold on now. Now you're going to import a lot of low-skill, low-wage workers. Pay attention now. Pay attention.
Okay.
Low-skill, low-wage workers, and you have your own citizens who are, by large numbers, in all over the country, who are not going to work. This is a recipe for disaster.
These 9 states will end participation in the unemployment assistance programs. Their reasons vary, among them the $300 unemployment checks, which for any state that doesn't opt out will be extended through September the 6th. Tennessee is one of the latest states to opt out of the program, as many state Republicans argue the additional funds allow low-wage workers to make more money while staying at home. Tennessee Governor Bill Lee informed the United States Department of Labor Tuesday, joining Alabama, Arkansas, Iowa, Mississippi, Missouri, Montana, North Dakota, and South Carolina in ending state participation in federal unemployment programs.
Great move by Governor Bill Lee. But what's happening now?
What's the move? Tell me the move.
What's the move?
Giving the people the extra money.
Giving with the extra money.
Go to work.
$300 a week.
Go to work in a hurry.
Just go to work.
Hold on. But now you got that part of the recipe. Then you're inserting trillions, not billions, not millions, trillions of phony money into the economy.
Recipe
for what we're just seeing incremental inflation right now, but it's going to be. We don't want to devalue our money.
What can we do?
We don't. We got a mess. You're in trouble because you got this administration. They believe in spend.
And Trump's message was
lower taxes, so you generate revenue. When you keep more of your money, when corporations keep more of their money, they put it back into the system because they know that it's coming back to them, and the government's not taking 30, 40, 50% of it every time they are working with their money,
Well, anyone in our age bracket and older knows that things run in cycles. And,
we've lived life long enough to see that.
Yeah, you've seen a couple of cycles go around. So we know even without or with the things that happen, it's inevitable sooner or later for this economy to drop again. Do you think that, Larry? Because the pandemic was not the one that they were waiting on.
Right.
But now we got a flush of $7 trillion, $6 trillion.
So what?
The funds that are not based on
anything.
Okay,
it's money.
Right.
So the question is, what do we do to protect or fortify ourselves for what could be forthcoming?
Buy gold. Buy gold. This is serious. Gold,
because the currency is supposed to be backed by gold, so naturally gold would be one of the things.
The gold standard.
That could be a wealth holder.
Are you worried, listening audience? Are you worried about inflation, rising,
Of course.
rising fuel prices, rising food prices, rising all commodities, everything? Are you concerned?
Internet.
I know you may like the. I know some of this listening audience is probably leans liberal, leans Democrat, but are you concerned with the management? The management here that's in progress, or the process that's going on right here. Are you concerned? Are you a little bit? Maybe.
Well, we have several.
Joe
concerns.
Biden. Joe Biden is not running anything.
Well,
No. This is no. I'm being serious. Hold on.
All right.
Hear me out.
Here we go. Here we go.
Hear me out. Okay. The people who are running this country and running the government right now are unelected bureaucrats.
Okay. Have they not been doing
Here's
that?
one for you, Larry.
No.
Have they not been doing
Not in the previous administration.
No, you should.
Positive.
A Marine Corps officer became the first active duty member of the military to be arrested in connection with the January 6th attack on the Capitol.
There was an attack on the Capitol?
The
It was an
insurrection.
It was an insurrection? Wait a minute. Wait a minute now. I believe we can. I can't say. I can't really talk about it too strongly. But we had one man arrested. We had one person shot. An unarmed woman shot at the Capitol, and there's been no uproar or no mass protest about that. She was a veteran now. Go ahead. What can we read? Let's read the
Okay, a
police.
Marine Corps
Hold
officer
on.
was arrested
Hold
on
on, hold
Thursday
on.
and charged with assaulting police officers.
Go ahead, caller.
At the Capitol attack.
It was an insurrection. How do you define it?
I call it a peaceful protest. Peaceful. Can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you loud and clear. How do you define what happened at the Capitol? You said it's not an insurrection. It wasn't a part of people trying to take over the government. What do you call it?
I call it a peaceful. I call it a peaceful and
You say
patriotic.
peaceful protest.
I call it.
What is your definition of that? I don't understand.
Okay, I call it a peaceful. I call it a peace. The caller asked, "What do I call January 6th situation at the Capitol?" I call it a peaceful and patriotic protest that kind of got out of hand. I'm sorry, but it got out of hand by design because the Capitol Police had asked days before to fortify the area, and they would decline the request. They asked leadership and they asked all the higher ups, can we get this fortified or refortified? Because we know something's going to happen. They knew something was going to happen, and those in leadership did nothing about that.
At the time that they done it, wasn't President Trump the president?
No. Great question. Great question. Listen, hold on.
Go down there and fight and take your country back.
Okay, hold on. Listen up. Hold on. Because you asked the question, I want to answer.
Who was in leadership?
Hold on. Nancy Pelosi leads the Congress, so she is in charge of what goes on there.
Hold on.
Did not he? Nancy Pelosi and hang bitch.
We got
An active duty Marine Corps officer seen on camera scuffing with a police officer and helping other members of a pro-Trump mob force their way into the Capitol on January the 6th has been charged in the riot, federal prosecutors said Thursday. Now, Larry, this is an active duty Marine Corps officer.
What did he do?
Duty officer seen on camera scuffling with a police officer and helping other members of a pro-Trump mob force. We got a down.
Okay. Well, anyway, we got a Marine arrested.
I mean, an on-duty veteran.
Well.
Okay, all right.
Listen,
Okay,
the protest was not peaceful.
It
did not begin peacefully.
It was peaceful.
It became very confrontational. We do know that. A life was lost, right?
An innocent woman.
A life was lost.
An innocent woman was gunned down by a Capitol police officer who we don't know his name
An
is.
Insurrectionist.
What you say?
An insurrectionist? Was
No.
We're not going to use that term?
No. Not see, because
Is that propaganda?
She was an innocent woman. She didn't have a firearm. She wasn't armed.
Was she breaking and entering?
Breaking and entering?
Yeah.
How can you break into your home? You're a taxpayer.
No.
The taxpayers own that.
Okay, so let me ask you a question.
Yes.
What about going into the other people's, how they smash windows and put their feet up in other people's offices? Was that not?
They said those. They said a lot of that stuff was going on with Antifa and Black Lives Matter. Did y'all not hear that?
Antifa!
Okay, we have established in the Middle Tennessee area that you can get cash today for your unwanted vehicle by calling 615-480-6473. Get cash today in those vehicles hauled away. Buyandtow.com. But also we have to give a shout out to the great guys over at Nashville Motors. 4023 Dickerson Pike, Nashville, Tennessee. Nashville Motors, the home of the $500 down payment. They also rent cars over there, cash car rentals. So give the guys over at Nashville Motors a call if you want to speak with them about those $500 down payments. 615-262-9367.
Also, hey Ron, what about our great guys over at Metropolitan Web Design, logos, marketing, printing, business cards,
yes,
anything advertising, any and all things advertising.
Metropolitan Services, and then it can get you to the top of Google for specific keywords and phrases. Metropolitan Services, 615-569-6409, or go to Google and search Metropolitan Services website design.
Go ahead. Hey, go ahead, caller.
Yes, I got a question for Brother Larry, if he would.
Yes.
I am a taxpayer, and I would like to know, can I get my tax money for the destruction of the state U.S. Capitol building? My money back?
Okay. So we had, I think it's been repaired, if I'm not mistaken. The repairs have been made. I don't know who you would, if you had that type of grievance, who you would take that grievance to, because the government's so big. Who do you go to with that grievance? That's a great question. I'm with you now. But hold on. But now, Black Lives Matter and Antifa destroyed courthouses, buildings. I'm sorry, and took over a whole portion of downtown Minneapolis for about 3 months.
No.
No.
There's proof that insurrectionists infiltrated the peaceful group and tore up property.
That's right.
There is proof.
That's correct.
Insurrectionists infiltrated Black Lives Matter and tore up property to blame it on Black Lives Matter peaceful protesters.
I agree with that. You're right.
And you can agree or disagree, but that's a fact.
Yeah.
That is a fact.
Yeah. I agree with that. I know that a lot of people who go to those marches and those rallies are just they want to have their voice heard, their voice heard, and so, but there were people.
Larry, you mentioned Antifa, and even when we look at the Black Lives, and we know a lot of those are really sincere people,
right.
White and other.
Yeah.
And you mentioned Antifa, and even in those, could it be possible that it's other groups that's coming in from both, not even on both sides that literally causing things to happen?
But you remember a lot of stuff. People, they were having the march, the Black Lives Rally march. Then you would have the looters that would get in there, the black people, and go loot stores and
black, white, and other.
It was all people.
There are criminal entities specifically that take advantage of different situations. That's what they do.
But there are 2 sets of laws in this country. There's only 1 set on the books.
Okay. But again, but about, hold on. I want to address the caller. Initial question was about the Capitol. You want your money back? You want your money? You want that?
That I have to pay for.
Okay. That's reasonable.
Thank you.
That's reasonable. That's a reasonable request. I just don't know who to send the request to. Really,
well, we need to look into that.
Yeah. That's reasonable.
Because the government is wasting more money than I-40 going west.
Yes.
That's long, Doc.
All right.
There you go.
Okay, here we go. We got a couple of things in the news. I know that Bill and Melinda Gates, they break up after 27 years. We know Jeff Bezos and his wife broke up. Melinda Gates had concerns over Bill's possibly ties with Jeffrey Epstein. You know that, Larry? Melinda Gates
that's coming out.
Concerned with her soon-to-be ex-husband Bill Gates' relationship with disgraced financier and convicted sex offender Jeffrey Epstein in the years leading up to his high-profile divorce. And also some other stuff came up in the news about Bill and a staffer. You guys might have not heard that. Another thing we would say, we'll go into this UFO sightings.
Okay.
Unidentified flying objects, as well as this, what they call a UAP. That's an unidentified area phenomenon. Now, I have no problems with someone seeing something that's unidentified. Right. But as far as believing intelligent species flying things around, I'm not there yet.
Really?
And I won't be.
Really? Are you serious?
Until I see for myself. Okay. But anybody can see something and say, hey, I saw something.
Okay, well, hold on now. So what? You let me make sure I'm clear. You don't think that alien
unidentified.
Wait a moment. Let me. I'm going on. Extraterrestrials. You don't believe extraterrestrials are entering into Earth's atmosphere and interacting, maybe not with humans or who knows? I don't know, but you don't believe any part of that at all. Any part of the understanding.
No, I mean I believe that people can see things and they can move, and because that's why we're calling it unidentified. But here we go right here. Bill Whitaker reports on the regular sightings of unidentified aerial phenomena, a UAP, that have spurred a report due to Congress next month. We have tackled many strange stories on 60 Minutes, but perhaps none like this. It's the story of the U.S. government grudging acknowledgement of unidentified aerial phenomena, more commonly known as UFOs, after decades of public denial. The Pentagon now admits there's something out there, and the U.S. Senate wants to know what it is.
Yeah, but this is more hoopla than anything. I'll say it's more hoopla than anything else. Okay? And basically, they've been knowing this. They've been knowing about it, and probably being kept under wraps, not talking about it. But if you don't see for me, okay. Hold on. This is how I word this. Okay. We're on planet Earth. Okay. We're on planet Earth, and we're in our solar system. We're in our solar system. Somebody tell me.
That's Ron's phone up there.
Okay. Look. We're in our solar. Can we buzz that thing out? Okay, yeah. Okay, all right, real quick. The phenomenon, the alien, why it's so easy for me to take a hold to and say I'm pretty much a strong thinker on this position. We're in our solar system. Okay. We got 10, 11 planets in our solar system, right? Okay. In our solar system, we're in the Milky Way galaxy, where there are billions of stars. I said planet. I said billions of stars.
Great creator, whoever did it.
Awesome, fantastic.
I love it.
Right, yeah. Fantastic. Billions now. Yeah. So now hold on. In our universe now, there are billions of galaxies. Right. Wait a minute. Hold on. Let's wrap our brains around it now.
It's too. I'm too finite.
Right. But just try to wrap it. So now we're saying whatever created this over here where we're at, whatever did it, how it worked out. Hold on. My God. Whatever happens, then was it do it somewhere else? Maybe one of the billions of trillions of stars and planets. Okay.
I see that point.
It's
but until they reveal themselves, so we really see and have some concrete. I can't say I don't necessarily believe that they could be. Yeah, they could, because the Bible says, Genesis 1:1, it says, in the beginning, God created the heaven, that's everything else, and the earth. So we're on the earth, right? So whatever's way out there and everything, it definitely could be, but we hadn't necessarily, I'm just saying, we hadn't saw it yet here physically that we know of the extraterrestrial, another species besides human being, you know, intelligente, like Pastor Hill would say. And I need to see them for myself.
Okay. So
I mean, I don't say they couldn't be out there because that's the heavens and we're on the earth.
Okay. I got you. I got that. That's reasonable, but I mean, at this point, with all the information we have, and the information kind of being, this information being kind of being suppressed, in my humble,
very much hidden.
And I'm saying they've been knowing about it. It's not something new. Right now, you pull up on the news, some news stations right now, you can find where they even show you what these crafts and entities are doing. And so I said some of the old stories are probably hoax stories, but this new stuff is.
I think some of it is fictional and people have saw things, but I'm just waiting on that day or time whenever it will be revealed, if it ever of some other type of life form. Pastor here talked about the mental health. I'm gonna go ahead and read something on clinical depression.
It's increasing, man.
A mental health disorder characterized by persistently depressed mood or loss of interest in activities causing significant impairment in daily life. Possible causes include a combination of biological, psychological, and social sources of distress. Is it possible to be depressed and not even know it?
Yes.
Yes.
Yes. Is it possible to be depressed and not? Have you ever been depressed and not paid attention to it, or
of course.
Or are we?
We've been there.
Have we been there? Been depressed?
Yeah.
Distressed? But that's not the same thing, I guess.
Yeah.
Distress.
Distress or distress.
But not taking it lightly. And I guess everybody could take a time or take a what is it? Take a
mental health day.
Okay.
Mental health
talk
day.
to someone about it. How you feel? It's helpful and therapeutic just to be able to release your feelings to someone. And in our communities, we don't talk about things
they call it venting.
Yeah.
You vent. Okay. You vent. I'm on a vent. Vent my frustration or my issue. I don't want to say depression, but if something on your mind is strong enough or heavy enough, you know.
Let me interject. I'm glad we brought this up as we get ready to close in about 5 minutes. I did not know Ken Griffey Jr. One of our icons of our day.
Yeah, right.
Tried to commit suicide.
Woo.
Yeah. Back in the day.
Okay.
He was like a teenager, like 18, 19.
Yeah.
The pressure of, you know,
right,
being who he
meeting up to
expectations.
Living up. So they said he tried to get, like, he's a major face now for mental health. I'm like,
wow, I didn't know that.
Like, y'all, well, back when we was coming up, we definitely weren't talking about that.
Yeah.
You know, but now Ken Griffey Jr., he's a face for mental health because he said that his daddy being a great player, then him living up to that pressure, and him and his daddy having strange relationships and going through those topsy-turvy seasons of their life. Ken Griffey Jr. said he tried to commit suicide.
Have you ever felt like not getting up, or not answering the phone, or not, just laying back, not talking to people? These signs of depression.
Wait a minute now. Any day of the week now, I prefer to take a couch and not move off that couch now. If you're out, so I guess some people, they go to the highs and lows.
Yeah,
right. So you're so high.
Yeah.
Are you coming back to a good place when you ease to your slow down? Yeah, you level off. You know. So I know.
You gotta have the breaks, man.
Yeah.
You gotta have breaks. Even Jesus.
Even
Jesus. Yeah, I mean Jesus. Okay. He had some chill time. He chilled. Like we make him out to be what he is through the.
But that's another teller. That's another.
I'm saying
that's
prayer.
Absolutely. I'm sorry.
Fishing.
I'm sorry. Prayer, but hold on. Seriously, This is coming from me. Coming from me now, man. Coming from me. Prayer is a fantastic way to, I believe, relieve stress. And I guess if you're depressed, to probably help with depression. But again, but also meditation. Okay. Meditating within yourself, and that's personal power, or finding personal power. Meditation. Do you meditate? Listening audience, are you a meditator?
Call in 615-242-7760.
Call in. Are you a meditator or a prayer?
Meditate in the word day and night, and you shall be like a tree planted by the rivers of water.
What you say?
I was saying that
shall not within whatsoever shall prosper.
That's Psalm.
Meditate. Psalms 1.
Psalms 1.
I was saying that meditating doesn't have to just be, sitting in one place and being quiet. You can meditate in many, many, many different ways.
Okay, you can meditate anytime. Meditate anywhere.
Just like you can pray
meditate
anywhere.
at
It's kind of
just
but I guess the meditations don't want to claim.
Meditate good.
The Lord.
I was going to comment on what you said.
Larry,
you can meditate at the stoplight.
The last time I meditated at the stoplight, I woke up like 3 hours later.
Oh no! Oh no! Don't meditate.
That meditation turned into a light nap,
not like that.
Wow. Hey, y'all, we're about to get out of
Find
here.
you a safe place to meditate.
That's
what I'm having a
minute and a half there. Let's wrap it up, man. Okay. Takeaways from today.
We want to see crime decrease in our city and throughout the nation, all cities. We'd love to see crime decrease in our city, other cities, and also I'd like to see them get a handle on this on our economy. Prices are skyrocketing on everything. It's amazing. I'm sorry, and I don't want to see don't devalue the American dollar. And by continuing to, pay attention to it. Listen to the audience, pay attention to what they're doing. True. Or how, and you've worked hard for your savings, your investments. You don't want to see it devalued in 24 months, 36 months, because of a reckless spending spree by this administration. I can't say it any other way. I can't, really, I know people want to see people being helped, but that's just, sometimes.
Go back to work.
Go back to work.
That's good for you.
Yeah.
It's good for you.
It's
good. We all essential.
Everybody's
essential. Everybody's essential, and that's what's going to turn our economy around. Larry, I know you're a stickler for this border crisis.
Yes.
What's your take on the border crisis as we get out of here?
We got an administration that doesn't care about the border. They want illegal immigration. I don't know why. How do they help the American people? How does illegal immigration help the American people? That's my question. The question of the day, and I'll take answers on it online at our
ToThePointShow.com.
Yes.
The website.
Yes, To The Point Show website. Absolutely.
Is everything about Americans? Is it all about us? So we should not help others?
What? Americans first now. The citizens first. Hey,
didn't say that.
A big shout out to our guys over at Nashville Auto Repair.
Yeah.
Over at 606 Vessels Lane, Nashville, Tennessee 37210. Minor or major auto repair, tire change, oil change, new tires, used tires. They will take care of you. Nashville Auto Repair, 606 Vessels Lane, or call 615-839-4283. And a big shout, last big shout out to our buddy over at John Smith Marketing.
Yeah,
who's this guy?
JohnSmithMarketing.com. Check him out.
Hey, thank you so much. See you next week.
In To The Point Show.
Man, I was out too much yesterday. Too long yesterday. Out too long yesterday.
Join us
All day, took a whole day.